Yo, what up, guys? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astonished Aftermath Podcast featuring Sano
The Lantern.
Lantern. I did a pause.
It was for dramatic effect.
Dramatic pause. Okay.
Yeah, it was a dramatic effect. But I know that you do cosplay. So how was Halloween?
My Halloween was actually pretty smooth. I went to a local cosplay party. I took one of my more well-known cosplays there because a lot of people that were there. Owner of the bar is a friend of mine. They haven't seen me actually cosplay in person, so that was actually pretty fun.
What sorry, I got sidetracked over here with Zetch calling out the sweater I'm wearing. I actually showed a buddy of mine that is into comics and stuff like that. I showed him your cosplay stuff, and he only had one question, which I thought was funny out of the entire thing he saw. He wants to know how long it took you to know that Spider-Man pose.
So it's actually a pretty funny story about that. So one of my good friends who got into cosplay shortly after I did, he started with Spider-Man, and I was kind of avoiding it for a while, and I decided that if I were to do a Spider-Man, it would be something that either doesn't exist or something that is obscure, because Spider-Man, if you go to a convention, Spider-Man is super common. You see a lot of the same suits, right? I'm more well known for my mashup of the Green Lantern and Spider-Man. And honestly speaking, I just did the pose once, and
it just stuck. He did it one time, and everybody was like, "Yo, that was fire." I mean, the suits are pretty good too. It's like I've seen some Spider-Man. Now I'm not into like comics cosplay scene, but I do know about it, right? And I've seen Spider-Man suits that were kind of like, oh, I don't want to be trashy, but like they weren't like they would be baggy on people. They wouldn't be fitting, you know. I think a lot of it just has to go with certain people, like maybe bigger. But I mean, the people that go all out, like saw on your Instagram, dude, those were fire. I was like, he nailed the pose. He's got the look. I was like, that was fire.
I think in a lot of ways, that whole thing, a lot of people are kind of like, I don't want to say they don't take it seriously, but in a lot of cases, like I've seen people who are just like, you know, this is their first cosplay, so there's a lot of learning to be done. But also, if it's literally, if they don't have the people that like, you know, are willing to kind of go to like the extra step to like really nail the look or this, that, or the other, they kind of stay around there. They kind of stay around that I'm a beginner sort of thing.
Yep.
If they, you know, went on Amazon and just got something that's just like, that's a general small, medium, or large size, then like, of course, that's not going to fit their form because it's just random it's a random assortment of measurements. Like all of mine are fitted for me.
Oh, so you actually went and got them fitted?
Well, not got them fitted, but I know my measurements. I know where to go to places. I know what places will actually do custom work. Not everyone knows that, so it could be they're beginners. It could be a lack of knowledge and no one's there to kind of lead them in the right way. But there's a bunch of stuff. It also could be the fact that people don't like the way their body looks, which is a struggle I know for a lot of people. It's a struggle for me too. So there's a bunch, but you know, if people are willing to find out that stuff, the information's out there.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm sure YouTube would definitely help there.
So even like cosplay groups and stuff like that, like the people are more than happy to help you get stuff put together because people are passionate about cosplay. I'm passionate about cosplay. I like to help people. I like to see people mature in the craft. So, you know, it is what it is.
So before we jump into basically the interview, for anybody in chat that is confused about what the stream is about and what we're doing here, we rated Sano last Friday, and we hit him with a raid. I don't know how big the raid was. What was it? 70 viewers?
Something like that.
Like 70-ish viewers. And the thing is, when we do our raids, everybody's there. So he got hit with a lot at once, and it was probably pretty crazy, and, you know, left him feeling astonished.
It was definitely crazy.
But so basically what we're here to do is we're here to empower and lift smaller streamers and push them forward. We're giving them a platform where they can gain exposure, discoverability, and promotion on their stream and on their other social media through us. And the bigger that we get, the more exposure and discoverability they're going to gain. So we do the initial raid. Then right after the raid, we shout them out on Twitter with a new giveaway. And the giveaway lasts 2 weeks all the way to the next raid. And people enter that giveaway by following their socials. So they gain a couple hundred on all their socials. And then out of that couple hundred, a couple are going to come to the stream and be like, hey, I found you through the giveaway. People are going to be curious.
Yep.
And I call that the law of averages. So the next week we do the podcast, which we're doing now, which means you have 2 videos. We have the initial reaction of the raid, and then we have this. So you basically, every streamer that we raid has 2 specific videos assigned to them, so that when, let's say we blow up in the next 3 years and we're getting millions of views on our YouTube channel, people are going to be curious. People are curious, and they're going to go check out these videos to see which streamers they might, be interested in supporting. Like maybe they like their personality, their vibe, whatever. So basically, as long as the streamer keeps streaming and the community keeps growing, then the streamer is going to get continuous, exposure and promotion and discoverability. So, but yeah, I mean that's what we're doing with Astonished. So if anybody, do we have a link? Do we have a thingy?
To what?
Do we have a command or whatever? I don't think we ever set that up, did we?
But we can put in
just
the website.
Just go to Astonished.tv. All the links are at the bottom. You can check out our team, our management. You can check out, the YouTube. Check out the actual live reactions, the Twitch. You're on the Twitch, the TikTok, stuff like that, and see what we're all about. If you have any questions, just let us know.
Yep.
You can message me personally on Discord or Twitter, and I'll be gladly. I'll sit down with you and tell you everything you want to know.
Yeah.
But we're basically doing something that no one else has ever done on this platform. It's starting with Destiny. It's going to move across the platform. That's going to be kind of challenging, trying to find people that are find communities that'll be willing to support somebody no matter the game that they're playing. But we're going to try to change this entire platform. And when we see when other people see that we're having success with it, they're going to replicate what we're doing. And when they do that, that's going to create even more success. There's a lot of streamers out there that deserve they deserve exposure where they're at, and they're not getting it because this platform doesn't give it. And I know that. It took me 9 years to get partner. So I know the struggle. That's why I'm trying to help everyone else, because I finally got where I was trying to get, and I'm not there yet, but now I'm trying to help push other streamers in that direction.
Yep.
So
yeah, and the Discord community is great for that as well. We're pushing everything through the Discord as well, through our social medias, the website. Sano here gets announced every time he goes live in the Discord, so people know that, and all the alerts are going there as well. Not just the initial raid plus this video. There's going to be continuous showcasing for everybody that gets raided. So you don't have to worry about, there's 2 videos and done. That's not the case. We promote everybody. We want everybody to promote each other, and we want everybody to grow together as well. So if you know other people, other streamers that would be interested in this and help other streamers out, definitely point them to the Discord as well. So we have links at the bottom. You have the Astonished website. Yeah, chat. So, all right, CJ.
We got to touch on this. This is what everybody's been wondering. When we did the first raid, we came in, we were in there throughout the night. We had probably about 7 or 8 people in there from our staff that were in your chat throughout the night. And then we decided we were going to raid you. And then we raided you, and you thought that and everybody's been wondering this, and it's so unfortunate. This is so unfortunate that this is the world that we live in right now. But you thought that it was a hate raid, and if anyone doesn't know what a hate raid is, my understanding is it's a racist thing. Am I right?
Yes.
They come in and they just start, But you thought that that's what it was. Then you realized it wasn't. But before it was too late, you already turned on the panic button, and we had sub-only mode. Everybody had like 5 minutes of ads. Everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?"
All I'm saying is he made some good ad revenue from that. So
he made a bag from that, dude.
I mean, look, the first thing I saw in chat was, "Damn, 8 ads!" Like,
I saw so one. If there's anyone in here that was a part of that raid and got hit with that, I do sincerely apologize. But like you said, I was very like. That all that happening, just seeing a bunch of alerts go off, seeing a bunch of. So I guess I'll talk about my experience with that, and that will kind of lead into what my thought process when the actual raid happened. So I actually was hit with 2 hate raids. He has a cat. I'm sorry, that distracted me. I got hit with 2. The first one I remember distinctly. It happened. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so. A few months ago, when Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and also Pokemon Legends Arceus, like I watched that, I streamed it early that morning, and me and some friends who were watching it, we were talking about it. We started playing Pokemon Unite, and that's when the first one happened. It was 400 or so bot accounts that came in, all of them spamming some nonsense statistics about like how African American males make up most crime in the States or some nonsense like that. There were emotes taken from other black streamers that were being used like to just like shower my screen with a bunch of black faces, and it was just largely unpleasant. I ended up having to cut my stream early because I just couldn't focus. And then another one happened that wasn't nearly as big, but that one was but the comment that was spammed was a lot more vulgar. So that happened twice, and I've been follow botted quite often. So all that being said, when of course it's almost like PTSD, I want to say, when of course I look over and the raid notification didn't come in right away. I don't know if that would have helped change the way I thought at the moment, but
yeah, I was wondering why it was like that in the video. Why did that come in so late?
I'm not too sure.
I think maybe because it was overwhelmed with a lot of alerts from subs and follows and everything. It could have just got pushed back. I don't know.
Yeah, so like the first thing I noticed is that I'm just getting a bunch of follows, and I just see a bunch of emotes because I have the emote wall on my stream as a part of my layout. So I just see a lot of chaos, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I need to figure out what's going on. So my immediate reaction, and then I started like slowly catching on to the fact is like this was actually a legit raid. Like, so just to kind of like work my way through it, I just instinctively hit the panic button, which has ads tied to it, just in case, of course, a ton of bot accounts are coming in. It's just like a little bit of good out of nonsense. But I forgot that was a thing. So once again, I apologize for that. That was completely unintentional. I was just kind of shocked, to be honest. And unfortunately, I was shocked in a very negative way because the last couple of times I've had a lot of follows happening a lot, like all at once. It wasn't very pleasant. So once that happened, and once I started seeing that people were talking, it wasn't just a repeated message. I saw people actually talking, actually saying things, complimenting my layouts, complimenting my emotes. Once people started actually subscribing, because I saw subs, I saw bits, I saw all manner of things. It's like, oh, this is a legit thing. Wait, what's happening?
He's like, what is going on now?
It went from bad shock, almost PTSD shock, to why am I getting so much attention randomly? So it definitely became a pleasant experience, especially as like people came in and people are like, actually legitimately talking to me. And it's like, I have more people to talk to now. This is great. So That's kind of it. I feel like I'm rambling, but that was kind of my thought process at that point.
And you know what's funny about this? Like it seems like people have taken a liking to you the most so far, and you're the one that was getting all the hate. That's got to show something. That's got to show that you do have potential as a streamer, and you do have a good personality, and a lot of people like your really chill vibes.
Cool. Yeah.
And that's amazing to see.
And you have a great voice. Perfect.
And the voice, of course.
Yeah.
I remember
I get some mic tips from him.
I forgot exactly who brought that up in stream, but I remember someone just brought attention to that. It's like, come on now, don't make me blush on stream.
Arsalan, yeah, it was Arsalan. It was Arsalan.
Okay.
He's a community director.
Yeah. Kay was like, yeah, that was Arsalan. So, but no, that's terrible that you know, not only you, but just imagine if that's happened to you, that's happened to thousands, if not millions of people just on the Twitch platform. And you got to think about it too. Like, people actually go out and pay for services to do this. People actually make things to do this. Like, it's a terrible thing that goes on the, you know, and.
But the fact that you were able to be strong and push past it, that shows a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know quite a few people of personal friends of mine who've stopped because they just didn't want to deal with that. Like, even if it didn't happen to them, they saw it and they got scared. I've seen people who have left Twitch to go move to other pastures. Like a friend of mine, moved from Twitch to start on YouTube. A couple of my friends actually did that, and I don't blame them. But also, when I look at that, I'm like, why would I leave here to do the same thing someplace else when those people can follow me to that place and do the same thing?
Yeah.
So I was one of those people, even before I actually got hate rated the first couple of times it happened. I was one of those people that were just like constantly adding Twitch. Like, whenever someone would share their story about how, like, you know, some jerk came in and, you know, even if it's just, you know, the ones and twos that would come in and just say derogatory things. So, of course, it started really picking up when Twitch added the black tag, the LGBT tag, and all that stuff. So, like, people who are marginalized were able to, like, really
target,
you know, like, they were able to, like, put that out on their stream. So then, like, I've had people that came in and said, hey, I was searching the insert tag here and I found you and you're pretty cool, and I think I'm gonna stick around. And I found success through that. But it also became a way for people like that to then find those people to target.
I actually know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know if you've heard about this, but veterans have been being targeted.
I've heard of that too.
With the like PTSD, suicide, haha, stuff like that.
That just makes my skin.
If you have U.S. Army vet in your title, you're gonna get it. That same bot is gonna hit you.
And that's crazy. That's so crazy. Especially like as a veteran too, someone who served for this country. You're gonna do that, really?
Well, I mean, the internet is a place for people to hide behind, right? Like,
accountability doesn't exist on the internet.
Yeah, like if you didn't see any of this stuff before the internet occurred, you know, because people actually had to save their face, you know, and
deal with the consequences if they did.
Exactly. So I mean, it's the internet gives them a platform to do stuff like this, but it's hard to contest again. Like, you know, which, I mean, I'm not saying anything positive, negative about it, but I mean, from a standpoint, it's like you can only do so much to combat this because people are always going to find ways of stuff and to get people. But at the same time, I don't think Twitch is enough at the same time.
I feel the same way. I feel exactly the same way.
I get that they're in like a middle ground area, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, and I feel like that they provide more support to their top like the top people that make money for them versus the smaller streamers. And that's why we created Astonished for purpose, is to provide positivity to streamers, to encourage people like yourself to continue to stream and push by all this negativity and stuff that you have to deal with, because we live in a world today, unfortunately, that we have to deal with this. Racism, a lot of political issues that's going on. Then we have the pandemic going on. I mean, there's so much going on in the world in the last 5-10 years. It's who knows what the next 5 or 10 years. Who knows what else hatred can come out of it, or what positive come out of this as well. So, but you know, we're just happy that we came across you, And like you say, you're still continue to push forward. You're not going to let that negativity run you away or change how you do things. That's one we actually really like at the who you are and why you're doing. But
yeah, like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say is like, because it's definitely something that I've seen quite a bit. Even being in the cosplay community, it's a very big problem there too. I've seen it a lot where pretty much cosplayers of color have to kind of fight for the right to cosplay who they want to instead of cosplaying people who fit their skin. There's a whole there was a cosplayer that got pretty famous, like got pretty popular over, and she actually was given like a performance spot at a BlurCon, a convention that I went to in July. But she made this song pretty much that's about the same sort of sentiment, that like it doesn't matter who this character is, who this character looks like. I'm a cosplayer, and if I like the character, I'm a cosplayer anyway. It was a song like pretty much saying the lyrics were like, Hinata isn't black, but she's gonna be black today. Mm-hmm. So it got memey. So it's like you probably, it's very easy to find, but like there's no reason why, especially like when we look at like the gaming community, we look at the cosplay community, we're all like, at the end of the day, we're all nerds. We're all nerds, and we like the same stuff. So why are we gatekeeping against what is essentially our own kind? It doesn't make it too much sense. So it's one of those things, is like you kind of unfortunately just kind of get used to seeing it, and it's like you have to grow thick skin to do the things that you enjoy doing. But that's the reason why I continue to do the things I want to do, because one, it's my money, you're not going to tell me how to spend it, but two, there are people in the cosplay side that like my work. There are people on the Twitch side that like being a part of my community. And not only do I enjoy doing this for me because it brings me fulfillment, I have people that look for me, that look up to me. I've had people who got into cosplay because of me and are also asking me questions. I have people who are escaping their own problems in life to come in my chat and talk to my community and come kick it with me because I've helped them. People have actually have told me, like, I've had a really tough time in my life, which we all have the past year or so, and talking to you, being a part of your community, talking to your moderators, talking to your chat, has helped me get through this hard time. That's why I'm not going to stop. Hey, not just for me, but for the people that follow me.
Yeah. Well, I guess he answered one of my future questions. Why do you stream? And there it is. It's like literally, it's to help other people escape their reality. Mm-hmm. I think that's why the majority of streamers stream, because they can help out other people and give them an outlet where they don't have to deal with their shit.
And I can say that
come in there and put some good vibes and a good community to vibe with.
Because my chat has definitely helped me through times where like I wasn't feeling the best. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna hop on camera because I might as well. And I feel like my chat knows me well enough to know it's like, hey, he's struggling a bit, so let's make him laugh. And they've helped me more than I've ever actually told them. And so it's we help each other, and I think we're all better for it, honestly.
Shout out to your community for doing that for you.
Something real quick, chat, go check out this video. This is the initial raid that we did on Sano. If you guys if you want to do your part, just go on there. If you're not subbed, subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, watch the full total 3 minutes of a video.
It is only 3 minutes.
That'll help with discoverability and like hitting the algorithm so that we can get more exposure on the YouTube channel.
And I promise Sano is in the video the entire 3 minutes, by the way. I promise. It's not clickbait at the beginning. I swear he's in it. If you don't believe me, watch the whole thing. See?
I've watched it. I'm in the video. I'm one of those people that do not like hearing himself talk. So I watched it because I knew it was about me and I want to see what you guys did, because I definitely do like wholly support your this movement. I love it. So I watched it. I watched all of it. I was like cringing the entire time.
I don't think you had an option because we kind of hit you with it on stream, so it was like you felt obligated to watch it.
I had to watch you watch it. I watched you watch it on my stream.
Yeah, that's right.
But
there may have been a little bit of obligation there. You're right, probably right.
Yeah, no, definitely check it out. It is one of the shorter videos we've done, but it is well worth it. So definitely like, subscribe if you can. We have, I think the last few videos we have over 60% of people that watch it but don't sub. If you can just drop a sub, that's all we ask. Just hit the button. We don't ask for anything else. It just helps us grow, helps get people like Sano out into more and get more coming in and things like that. And Mushin, thanks for the follow, by the way. I saw you come. So is he here?
So with that,
it is late for him.
With all that being, hello Mushin.
Yeah.
With all that being said, I have a question. What made you want to start streaming, and like, why did you get into streaming?
I don't know. I was bored. So it's
a great answer. I was just
so
bored,
you just kind of just did it randomly, and then people came in,
looking
and
around
like,
the room, and you
was
like,
I kind of like
that.
There's a bit of pretense to that, but so a good while prior, I was helping some friends of mine who wanted to start a podcast. It was a gaming podcast. We will meet like once a week and actually just talk about gaming news. It's probably why I do that every day before I stream, if there's anything interesting. But we did that. I kind of we were trying to branch out and do a couple different things. I kind of led the streaming end because I knew the most about it. We did like gaming reviews, which honestly I kind of want to try to get myself back in the mood to do that, and that might be my break into YouTube, which is a whole other thing altogether. But so that was a thing, and then we had something of a falling out, and we kind of stopped. Still friends when it wasn't that bad. It was just like a disagreement in the direction of where we wanted to go. So they kept doing their thing. I've just focused on work and whatnot. And then, I don't know, one day I was just sitting, thinking, I was like, I should do this again. I don't have nothing else better to do. And so here we are.
You know, I wanted to lie so bad and be like, that's why I came up with Astonished TV. I was just bored one day and just thought it'd be cool. But that would be a complete lie. So, but I mean, that's funny. I can imagine, like, when you said that, the first thing that came to my head is like you were just looking around the room. It's like, okay, what can I do? And you like sit there and point at the computer. What's on the computer? And then but the question I got for you is, I'm looking in your background over there, and I'm trying to figure out what all is going on back there. What are those? I see a few different ones, but I can't tell what they are.
Figurines.
Yeah, like things. I can't tell what they are.
I unfortunately know enough people that collect Funkos that it kind of infected me a bit. So I have 30 something Funkos. There's a bunch right here, and then there's some actually behind my second monitor, and there's a bookshelf that has some over there too. I collect a bunch of random things. I collected amiibos for a little bit. If you don't know what amiibos are, it's a little figures that Nintendo made. There's like that unlocks certain things in certain games. But
yeah, I think
like
my sister has some of those. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. And I kind of like how you have it set up there where it's stacked up in a certain way, and it adds a little to the frame and all that. I kind of dig that. I kind of like that because you got the black background going with that.
And that's just because that's where my window is. So.
So
light against the camera.
I'm just technically blocking out the light. It's not like I put any thought into it.
That was a thought. Because I tried without it, and like no matter what I did, I was constantly fighting light. So like let me put this tarp up, which is actually a one that I bought for photography, honestly speaking, but it's serving its purpose here. But yeah, Funkos, most of them. Well, I want to say a large chunk of them are superhero related. I think I have a couple that are game related. Some from Tekken, which I'm a huge fan of, and a couple other things.
Tekken, man. Old school right there. Do you have the arcade stick?
I don't. I do not want to relearn the game using an arcade stick.
He's like, look, man, I got these button presses down pat. I don't want to have to go back in and learn the stick move as well.
My only issue is I don't play the game enough.
That's fair.
I'm always looking for people to play. I try to play it on stream, but like my main thing with Tekken, and I've even had like one of my mods say, you should play Tekken more. It's like, yeah, I should. I just need people to play with because I don't play online. It's stressful.
Well, hey, I'm sure there's some people in the community that wouldn't mind. Oh, so
that would be incredible. I'm always looking for new fighters.
I actually know 2 people, so I will make sure to get them in touch with you because they are big Tekken people. one of them goes a little too serious. They got the little stick as well, and he sits there and I wouldn't advise playing with him, but he plays. And the other one's more of a chill player. So
I don't mind playing people better than me. That's how I get better.
That's true. That's true.
As long as I'm learning. If I'm just getting pounded into the dirt and I'm not getting
he's super nice about it. He's politely beating your ass. It's the way I would put it. So.
Oh, that's fun. That's okay. I can respect that.
So we have some
respectfully,
respectfully. We have some chat questions coming in, by the way. So Kate's going to be our first one. He wants to know how are you enjoying Destiny?
I'm working through it. The thing about a game like this is that there's so much that happened the last time. The last time I played Destiny 2 before I started playing again was, I want to say, maybe a month and a half to 2 months before Beyond Light came out. So I come back to the game, and honestly, well, yeah. I come back to the game, and I come back to the game because chat started asking me to play Destiny and wanted me to play Destiny with some of them. So I'm like, okay, cool. And ended up buying me Beyond Light and all that. So now I have to, because you guys have bought it for me. There's so much to do. There's so many things. Like, I get on the game and I look at my quest log and there's just so much stuff. I'm like, I don't know what to do, so I just turn it off.
He's like, oh my, out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah. Once I get, because I know, like I said, I have people in chat that want to play. People in the Discord that I'm an admin of want to start playing as well. So I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to get people around to doing the raid stuff, because that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about Destiny. Like, every raid that I played, with the exception of the Crota raid in Destiny 1, where I enjoyed the experiences and I love doing it. So if I got people that are gonna go through those raids with me, I'm gonna stay on the game for as long as I need to. Once I lost all those people, the game lost me, because that's not a game that I really want to play by myself.
Well, that's the thing when you're playing Destiny and you're growing your community on Twitch for Destiny, you're always gonna find new people that are wanting to play. Always, always.
And that's okay.
I mean, you guys normally play? See, I don't play Destiny, so just letting you know. But so, I mean, I'm assuming it's not really normal for people to play Destiny by themselves. Usually they're doing something multiplayer.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of things in that game.
It's very community based.
Yeah, very community based. There's a lot of things in that game that you have to do with people. You can't. There's very little you have to do by yourself. Gotcha. So, campaign stuff maybe, but even then, that's going to be better for you if you play with people anyway. Once you get past that, all end game activities, either 3 to 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dungeons are 3 people. Most of the end game stuff requires a team, and some of that doesn't even allow you to matchmake. So you have to have people that you know.
Well, hey, Kay, appreciate the question. That was a really good answer, by the way. But I get a lot of it from Rocco over here, so it sounds like there's a lot to do. So we got another question from who is that from? I pinned it and I still can't. Trying to find the pin. Well, anyway, until I find it, the question is, do you have a stream schedule or days you're online more often than?
Okay. So my schedule changes because it's based on when I work. But most of my streams are between 6 and 10 or 7 and 10. So if I'm streaming that day, unless something random happens, like for example, when Pokemon Brilliant Diamond comes out, I'll be streaming that pretty much as soon as I get off work. I already looked at the schedule. I'm probably going to be starting at around 3:30 or 4 o'clock Central Time. But I'm typically streaming at night. I try to upload my weekly schedule on both my Instagram story and as a tweet on Twitter. Every the beginning of every week, or at least a Saturday, once I know for a fact what I'm going to do. So if you follow me on Twitter, that's where you see it first. But my stream times are, like I said, either 6 or 7 to 10 o'clock, unless something random happens, which I will always announce.
Hey, Kate, can you do us a favor and put his tweet in the or Instagram? That works too. So everybody can go and follow and make sure that they're up to date on that. And it was from Steve, I believe. So thank you, Steve. I saw it as soon as I pinned it. Jetman here's got a food question for you. What's your top 2 ice cream flavors?
Funnily enough, I answered this on Instagram, but vanilla and anything cheesecake flavored.
You know, I love cheesecake, but I don't think I've had anything cheesecake ice cream.
I live in a dairy state. We have a bunch of random things.
I mean, hey, ice cream is good. I don't think I've came across an ice cream I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good question. Have you came across ice cream you haven't liked or didn't like?
So I don't like anything with an overpowering taste. So anything that's super sweet, I typically stay away from.
So like caramel, probably.
I like caramel. It's not, and so what's an ice cream flavor that I don't like? I don't like pecans either. So anything with pecans, I don't eat.
See, I don't like pecans too much, but pecan pie and pecan ice cream. But usually it's paired with something caramel, so I think I can understand.
Right.
But
I used to like chocolate ice cream when I was younger. Can't do it anymore. It got such a weird flavor now.
Especially mint chocolate. Oh, I love. So, CJ smile. I love mint chocolate. People's like, oh, just eat.
It's an ice cream
paste or something.
I was laughing at what Mushin said, and then earlier, actually, when I laughed out loud by accident, I was laughing at something somebody said in chat. What did they say?
Oh no, I'll pin it.
No, it wasn't a question. It was while he was talking about like the whole harassment thing, and then I laughed and I was like, "Oh, whoops!"
What? Wrong time to laugh. He's like, "Yeah, I've been targeted like 4 or 5 times." It's like, "Whoops, wrong time." Like,
that's for sure.
Somebody's gonna clip that, and then it's gonna be all over YouTube Watch.
Where was that?
Is mint chocolate?
Oh, he said Baze said that voice could give Morgan Freeman a run for his money. I saw he said that.
No.
And I was like,
oh no.
He's like, wrong time to laugh. Like that was supposed to be internal. So, yes, mint chocolate is really chocolate. Why would they call it chocolate? Right?
Is there mint and chocolate in it, I think?
Exactly. It's true.
But I think there's more mint in mint chocolate than chocolate.
There is. It's more of chocolate bits than actual chocolate. So.
This is an actual
chocolate chips fire.
I was trying to see if there was any other question. It doesn't look like. So I will. Oh wait, hold on. I think there was one. What's up, Medeiros? My buddy Medeiros is in here. Geek Fitness. He has a question. He wants to know how often do you work out?
Anywhere between 4 and 6 times a week, depending on the week.
Jeez, how many hours?
Up to 2 hours. I try not to go above that. I work out typically 4 days straight with a day off, and every Sunday. So I can work
like
any
personal day, basically.
Well, not just you need to rest. You can't just constantly work out because then that you can damage yourself that way. So, but also I don't know why I want to work out every Sunday. I just do. So it is what it is.
Do you have like a workout routine? Swap it up every time?
I actually have an app. Like I could make workouts for myself, but I'm too lazy. I know we're talking about working out, and I just said I'm lazy. There's a method to my madness, I promise. But there's an app that I called is available on both iOS and Android, called Fitbod, and I've been using it for years. So that one pretty much makes workouts for me, and it targets 2 muscle groups a workout.
What was it called again?
Fitbod, Fitbod.
All right, so if anybody needs to work out,
guys, use code SANO for
Fitbod.
I wish. One of these days. That was
a plug, by the way. We totally scripted this, by the way. So.
I wish. I need an endorser.
Somebody clip this and at them on Twitter. That's what we need to do. Get him that discount code going. So, but appreciate that, Medeiros. Appreciate, man. So Geek, he's actually a real friend of mine, and he's actually a physical trainer. Probably getting that wrong, so I apologize, Medeiros. You can totally correct and yell at me, chat with that. But he is a licensed physical trainer. So he's actually starting up his own community with Discord and streaming to kind of help people get in a healthier mindset and working out and stuff like that. So people that's interested in games. He's also one of my friends I was talking about that is big into like Marvel, Capcom, comics, stuff like that. So
Nice.
I think y'all two will bond very well. I think y'all will have a lot of ideas and support each other very well. So, but I appreciate that very much, Madeira. So, I did see another one, but Rocco, if you want to start asking some questions out, I'll find one to pin.
Wait, who?
Oh, the Cell
Oh,
games.
Cell games.
Yep.
Cell games. So I'm gonna read this one, and then I have a big one. He said, "What's your ethnic background?"
Aside from being black, no idea. I kind of thought about doing 23andMe, but I just never did.
Man.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm a very simple man, actually. I thought about doing 23andMe at some point. I never did. So I never had the chance to actually like go like really deep into my background. But I mean, that's what I got for you.
Hey, for all we know, you can have like some Colombian in you, you can have some Puerto Rican in you.
Exactly.
Have German or
one of these days I'll figure it out. I'll make a big deal about it on stream when I do.
I've been told, I've never done the 23andMe stuff, even though that does sound cool. I've been told I'm German, part German and Irish. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm told that Irish people live longer, so
I'm part Czech
Republic.
Czech.
Or
Czechoslovakia.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
My
last name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that either. So.
Okay.
A great question though.
So this is a big one. This is the $1 million question. Well, it's not really a question. Yeah, it's not really a question. Tell the chat and the viewers. How do I say this?
He's got to think it through. I need the Jeopardy theme song.
I'm actually having a hard time. I'm trying to figure out how to. I want to say just sell yourself, but I don't want to say it like that. I want to say like, why should like, what are you looking to do, like long term with streaming for your community, and what separates you from other streamers, and was the last thing I had it. I had it.
You got this. Up to the
game.
So almost there. Come on.
Why should people watch you? There, those three all together. Just fucking
do stuff. This is the obligatory talk about yourself question, and I am terrible at that, but I'm gonna try. I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. One of the things that's really kept me like going as far as streaming goes is the community that I fostered and how much my community means to them. So I've taken a lot of effort into cultivating a place where people can really just come and be themselves. And playing games is kind of like a supplement to that. So if you are looking for a place where you can just kind of come in and belong and deal and talk to like-minded people and actually like make like friendships, which has happened in my stream, that's kind of my goal, is to just get people together so we can just all relax. I personally have had a lot of stress. I have depression. I have anxiety. It's not fun. And I don't like it. Like, I know what I've been through in my life, and I actively try to give people a place to avoid that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I offer. That's what I want to make. And I think at this point, I've done a pretty good job of making a community like that. Like I said, I've had a lot of people that said if it wasn't for you, life would be a whole lot more miserable. And when people say that makes me feel good. So, and that's just, of course, like the community. That's just the community part of it. I play games. I suck at them. I like to make people laugh. I'm apparently a funny guy. People tell me I'm funny. So that's kind of what I got.
I mean,
like we like to have fun here.
I mean, like I said before, like on all of the people that we've rated, people seem to have taken a very large liking to you and your content. So that, I mean, it seems you have a pretty, promising future in streaming.
That's amazing.
Well, that's awesome. Really so you guys heard it here. You guys know what he's about. You know what he's trying to accomplish. You know what he's trying to provide with his community. So if you guys like that, get on over there. The link will be his Twitch link will be in the description below, and also you can spam it in the chat.
That was Drake Mush, and I apologize, sir. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, to be honest. CJ, did you see the message?
I'm gonna look for a streamer to raid.
So while Rocket's going to look for a streamer, we're going to raid shortly here in a few. So we're going to be wrapping up. Typically try to keep it about an hour long.
We could mention one more. Well, I could mention one more thing, and just real quick.
Yeah. So if you want to mention the thing that you wanted to push, and then I'll bring up the.
Okay, two things then.
Okay. So if you want to mention those, I'll bring up. So I'll go ahead and announce it real quick before CJ goes into it. So we have a giveaway going on. So if everybody wants to go over to our Twitter, we actually we'll be giving away a Razor Ballast. I think that's how you pronounce it. Next Friday on the next raid event. So this is all towards the big Sano raid that we had. So all you have to do is just go to the Twitter. I think Kate is going to put that in. Kate, can you please put that in the chat? You can go there. It's going to be done through Gleam. So just follow the instructions to get entries. It's completely free. You don't have to pay for anything. And then next Friday, we'll be announcing the winner on stream. So make sure you come by and see us again next Friday. If you're there and you win, congrats. If not, we will give it to another person as well. Also, you have to be US based. Nobody outside the US. It is pretty pricey to buy outside the US. So that's really about it. So we'll back on over to us.
All right, so I found who we're rating, but okay, so wait, so what were you talking about? The team thing that I was thinking about?
The Reddit.
Oh, okay. So two things. I made a post on Reddit. I'm going to grab this. Don't worry about the name. I don't know why my name's that. But I'm gonna. This might work. If you have Reddit, go upvote that. I guess that's how that works. It'll become more like the post will be like more seen, I guess. It's basically just kind of saying what we're doing, how we're empowering smaller streamers and pushing them forward and this and that. And then it links our website, which if you haven't seen our website, that thing is fire. That thing is beautiful. Speaking of, we still need a quote from you for that, Sano.
When
like you did the testimonials part.
I will send it.
Perfect.
Okay.
You heard him, so it's not forged.
Thing,
it's not forged. It's not fake.
Which I thought was something else, which I guess I won't mention that yet. Is the... Give me a second.
While you're looking for that real quick, there was one question that
it is the...
Go ahead.
This is our Patreon. If you guys want to contribute to the Patreon, we have 3 tiers. Obviously, you can choose whatever you want to choose. But it helps us pay for like our overhead costs, because everything that we're paying for is coming right out of me and Optimus's pocket. So it would really help a lot if you guys did that. I actually just did it as well.
There's a lot of benefits.
And then there's some benefits, like when we make our YouTube video, you'll get to see it 24 hours before, that's pretty cool. So you'll be able to see it before anyone else sees it, and then we'll probably come up with other things. For that.
Yeah, we already have some stuff. We're just kind of.
But if you guys are interested in that, right there's the link. You can go in there, become a patron, and that is very much appreciated. Is there a? never mind. We'll talk about that later. But
there was one
there's
final
just so
question,
many things just hit me at once, like idea. Like
Don't you
all
love
at
it?
once. Like
so
while
there
I'm
is
talking.
one last question that the chat has been pushing for the last few minutes, and they want to know your goals and aspirations. That was from.
I would assume that goes beyond
Games.
streaming. That just goes. That's just like your life. Like, what do you aspire to do in life? I guess your goals.
I don't know. I just want to be comfortable in life. To be honest.
No matter what it is, just.
Well, I mean, I can't really speak. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of things that I like to do, you know. So like, I can't say I want to have a career in this, because there's a lot of stuff I want to do. If any one thing is like, I'm kind of getting into photography, and that kind of was birthed from being in cosplay, because of course a cosplayer needs a photographer. So I decided I'm gonna be both, which is very difficult. I do not recommend. Twitch is fun. I know the day of the raid, the day you guys raided me, like, it was kind of like, you know, maybe you shouldn't give up on dreams of being a partner. And it's like, that's not in my purview right now. And if anyone that's watched my stream, or if you come in to watch my stream, which if you do, I really do look forward to meeting you. But I don't have who's watching. I don't have the amount of subs I have. I don't have any of that stuff really anywhere, because I don't want to pay attention to that. Because the moment I start thinking about growth, the moment I start thinking about growth and the numbers, I start to it becomes a job. And I don't want this to become a job. I want this to be something that I enjoy, so that like when I enjoy doing it, the people that are watching me and also enjoy they enjoy the atmosphere that I have. So there's a lot of stuff that I just like to do, but at the end of the day, like my only real like aspiration is just to be comfortable in life. Well, however I get there is how I get there. I just don't know what that's going to be yet, but that's my goal, really. Nothing lofty. Like I said, I'm a simple person.
You don't want to run for president, change the world, end world hunger, be the world's richest man, none of that?
Being president sounds like it's a very stressful job.
You probably
I do not want to be stressed out. I don't need to lose any more hair. I mean, all the other stuff is cool too. Solving world hunger, curing cancer, all that stuff. That would be great if I could do it, but I don't really know if I can. I am only here to enrich the lives of the people that I directly interact with, the people that find me, and that's the effect that I wish to have on people. So I'm going to do the things that I like to do so that I can have that effect on people. Like, I think back to some of the times where I was in cosplay, one of my good friends and I will we just pick random parts of our city and we'll just go shoot. We'll go take pictures of each other. I'll get in cosplay, I'll take pictures of me and the other way around. I can think of times where people are, because if you see someone dressed as Superman for no reason, you're gonna catch attention. It's an unavoidable. But I can think of all the time. I can think of times it's like when we were doing this, when it was warmer out, because I live in a northern state and it gets cold. I would be out in a park, and a family walk by and their kids will just be deer in headlights. Superman's over there. So they'll want to run up and they'll just be in awe, and the parent comes hey, can we take a picture with you? And it's yeah, sure, whatever. They got it, that's fine. And in that moment, at that time, or I'll be walking past, and an adult will walk up and say, I want to take a picture if she's talking to my kid, or something like that. In that moment, at that time, even though I'm there to get something specific done, because obviously I need pictures to post on social media so that people don't think I'm dead or something, I made someone's day. And I wasn't even trying to. I was just out doing my own thing, and someone somewhere was enlightened by the fact that I was doing that. And that's what I seek to do. In everything that I do right now on social media, it's I just seek to enrich people's lives somehow,
some way.
And now you're part of Astonished, and that's exactly what we do. So that's a good step.
It's funny how that works. It's
life comes full circle. So. But no, Sana, we greatly appreciate you coming by and being on the podcast with us today. I know
Absolutely.
you took out tons of time. I know you blocked everybody out and was like, no, I got to be here. But no, we appreciate you coming by. We thoroughly enjoyed talking to you about all the topics. Like, get to know you a little bit more as well. Your community sounds amazing, to be honest. So shouts out to them as well.
If they aren't a little risque at times, because just in my chat for a little while, you'll say
ultimatum.
Yeah, ultimatum. Didn't even get a chance to say
ultimatum.
hi, and he was automatically banned. So, but no,
that was different.
See, that was before the content, so we didn't know. So, but we're going to be raiding somebody after this, so we're going to be passing the love on after this. But before we get ready to raid them, Mushin, who we've been chit-chatting with a little in here, I want to give a shout out to him. Mushin is our designer, so he's the one that designed all of our stuff. He's also the one that designed Rocca's stream stuff as
Mushin is an animal at GFX chat. Everybody go hit him up.
So
make some money, Mushin. Make some money, bro.
If you need something, I highly recommend him. I mean, not only does he does great work, he's a great person overall. Very positive. We have a specific Mushin panel down in the bottom, so click it, it'll take you straight to his Twitter. So if you need anything, you hit my man up, and I promise you won't regret anything that he does for you. So I just wanted to give a shout out to him, and he's over in the EU. Just don't
push him. Just don't push him too hard, because I've already pushed him hard enough. He's already dealt with my shit, so don't push him too hard.
Yeah, be polite, please. We're not about negativity. I
was polite.
So. Oh, I know you were. I'm just saying.
No, change that around. No, do that. No, change. No, yeah.
So, but no, definitely hit him up. Like I said, we didn't even go in this with a thought. We didn't even know what to do with this. And Mushin gave us great ideas. And first idea hit, he sent us this, and we were like, deer in headlights. We was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So, but thank you so much, Mushin, and thank you for being here. I know it's late. It's like what, 6 hours from now, so it's like what, 3 in the morning.
Oh my.
4. Yeah, he's in the EU. So.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta ask, are you gonna be available next Friday?
Am I gonna be available next Friday?
Because when we do the raid, we'd like you to be on the other end of it.
Yeah, so we kind of do like a torch handoff is the way we look at it, kind of like the Olympians, when they do the Nets Olympic event, they do the torch handoff. So basically when we go to raid, we will want you to be there to hand off the torch to the next person we raid. Kind of is like a honor.
Actually, I think I'm off next Friday.
Oh, perfect. Then that works out.
And
I'll
then,
talk to you guys about it, because I'll probably be trying to stream myself on that day.
I believe that's exclusive content for patrons, isn't it?
Do what again?
That's exclusive content for patrons, right? Where it's us reacting to their reactions.
Yeah. So last week we did a test run. I had to fix a few things, so that's why I didn't post it on Patreon last week. But again, if you want to get access to behind the scenes footage, us reacting to the raids, exclusive early YouTube, we're also going to be doing polls and special giveaways in the Patreon as well eventually. So make sure you sign up now, and definitely help support us, support the community. Like Rocket said, me and him pretty much pay out of pocket for the giveaways, for the price of all the designs, social media stuff, bots,
for the giveaway platform.
Yeah, the platform itself is expensive too. So there's tons of things we pay for. Again, we're not asking for any money or anything like that. Just if you like what we do and want to support us, Patreon is a great way to do. So we appreciate it. But just you guys being here is awesome as well. That's all we want from you guys, is the love and support, and to continue to push the positivity onto the next person. So Rocka, do you have?
All right, listen, chat. Listen, I need y'all to get hyped up. All right, we're about to do an Astonished raid to the homie Rack Attack Gaming.
Oh, you didn't.
So I already have it ready. I'm gonna click raid right now.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And then you guys show them love. You know how we do our raids. Everybody's here. We're spamming.
We got to get the raid event. Everybody copy that.
Yep, everybody copy that, and then just spam it. If you can't spam the same thing twice, just paste it twice, then paste it once, then twice, once and twice, once and twice. But thank you everyone that came out.
Yep.
Turned out pretty good, man.
I mean,
for how everything started, this actually turned out really good.
Yeah. So, all right.
I would like to thank you all. Thanks you guys for the stream. Thanks everybody that's here today. Thank everybody that was here, that was at the stream the other day. and I didn't get to say thank you to get like that. This when I say that day, and I promise I'm not going to keep y'all here for too much longer. But when I say that day, it's like I didn't even feel like streaming that day. Like I just got on. It was one of those days, it was one of those low days for me where I'm just like I kind of don't even feel like it, but I got on anyway because I knew people were looking for me. Like I said, so that was a highlight. I did not expect that, and I still am floored that even happened. And the people that even still come and interact with me even after that happened. That is so dope. I truly thank all y'all. Like I really mean that.
Yeah, no, well, thank you for the platform and everything.
It was our pleasure, man.
Yeah.
That's the quote.
And you're gonna have a bunch more streamers to network with. The more raids that we do, the more people you're gonna be able to network with. And I might have an announcement coming up soon, so watch out for it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
A big one.
Let's go raid them.
Let's do it. Let's go, chat. All right. Now you're ending, right?